Getting older.
Hey YouTube, FXG here to try and help you a little bit with your NFL 16 lineups. Last week I did pretty well, 186 points in the single entry. $5 entry won $350, got 4th place. Alex Heredia, I think that's how you say your last name, won $97 on a few dollar bet with my entries. Not bad, congratulations. And now on this week, for the stack, I'm going to select Tom Brady and Edelman. I just want to pick on that Jets defense. It's just so terrible, it seems like, especially after what Miami did. Was actually very surprising, so I can't even imagine what Tom Brady could do. And now let's hit the running backs. DeMarco Murray. That Jacksonville defense is pretty good pass defense, just not that great of a run defense. So I think he's going to get quite a few points. And then next running back, it's going to be Howard. A lot of people have him as chalk. I originally didn't have him as chalk when I first did my lineup. I originally had Gurley in there, but it's so hard to trust that Los Angeles offense. You just don't know what they're going to do. They could take Gurley out and just try their other running backs for all we know. They're insane. So it's just they're so unpredictable. So I'm not even going to touch Gurley, I guess. Now let's go to the next wide receiver. It's going to be Lockett. He's pretty good. He's going to find that hole, I think, just like the Kenny Stills did and Brandon Cooks did. Both of them speedsters just completely murdered Seattle or Arizona. So he's more than likely going to do the same. He's actually even been getting more snaps than Kearse, so that's even better. And then my next wide receiver is going to be Michael Thomas. Should be a potential shootout here. So that looks good on paper. So I just don't want to go Brandon Cooks this time, even though that monster game he had last week. He seems like he's going to have a better game, just in my eyes. Then next, the tight end, I'm going to go back to Charles Clay again. Tyrod Taylor's been finding him quite a bit. Both of those home games right there have been pretty awesome. He's about to face his former team, Miami, who's also weak to tight end. Gresham for Arizona, I think he put up like 11 or 12 points against Miami, which is not amazing, but it's not completely terrible for out because he was only 2,500. And then Baltimore's Pitta had put up a pretty good amount of points too against them. So I think Charles Clay is going to not only have a grudge, but they're weak at the position. So I think he should have a good game again. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did last week and go with another tight end. Right, there he is. He has just been getting more targets. I'm sure most people know. Had been all about Mike Evans, but I think Mike Evans will probably have a pretty good game. It's just that he's so expensive in cap, and most of the wide receivers have just been going up and up. And there's not very many good steals at all right now. So I'm just going to have to go with a tight end again. And then from a defense, going with the Patriots. It doesn't really matter who's going to play at quarterback. Fitzgerald is probably going to play, but I still see him throwing a couple picks. So this is my main lineup here. I had originally did something different, so hopefully it don't bite me. I had Dion Lewis here and Gurley. This was my original one, but I'm just not sure about Dion Lewis. He could just come in and see another 2 points like this because of James White and just murdered him or something. So it's a big risk. So I really wouldn't do that. And then I almost had Jonathan Stewart, but I feel like Atlanta could just completely just throw 3 touchdowns again in the first quarter before the Panthers even score, and then they're not going to run the ball as much. And then that would also, who else? And then under him, I was going to have Jeremy Hill like that. But I'm really liking that first one I had. So let's go back to it real quick. It's under extra cap. If you don't treat defense, you could still just go ahead and go to Vikings or even the Packers. After what Colts did, I really wouldn't be surprised if the Packers just got like 15 points again. Not again, but just got like 15 points against them. But I'm still going to stick with the Patriots. The Patriots just are always so good at the end of the year. And I'm pretty sure they're still fighting for that home field advantage. Or I would assume so. Alright guys, that's going to be it this week. Hope this helps you out. Subscribe if you like. Thanks.
Getting older.